Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to show you how to change the theme on your cluster, change the color of it, and kind of customize it to your liking. Now I've been researching this literally since I got my first Focus back in high school. Also, I don't think I announced this yet, but this Focus sedan is fully ST swap now. I'm going to go through it. Gotten around to really posting YouTube videos about it yet, but I did fully ST swap my Focus sedan. I have some Recaros in here, 6-speed, manual swapped it. See the clutch down there. Come around and open the hood. This build has taken like almost a year at this point, but we're definitely getting there, polishing it up and getting it fully road ready. But I'm gonna be using my ST sedan for this video because it still has just the regular blue cluster. Still has the blue cluster, but my Sync 3 screen has kind of a red theme going on here. I'll probably make another video on how to theme your sync screen. Yeah, the goal here is to make both of these match. Here on my daily driver, my ST, I ended up doing it successfully. I changed the color of it to red to kind of match my paint. A little hard to see in the daytime, but so let me show you everything that you need to get this done, and then after that we'll get right into it. Alright guys, so to get started you're gonna need a Windows laptop. I'm using a MacBook just running boot camp, and that's done just fine for me over the years. You'll need Forescan 2.4.15. You'll need that specific one because that's the only one that's going to allow you to update modules with custom files like the ones we'll be using. You'll need GIMP, and then you'll also need Focus 3 IPC theme editor. I'm going to be using GIMP and the theme editor on my desktop just because it's a little faster than this laptop. The process will be the same. And I'll have the links for those in the description. And then I'd recommend a VCM2 for this process just because with a VCM2, it'll take under 45 minutes. If you're using one of these adapters, it'll take around 5 to 6 hours. But basically what this is, it's just a OBD to USB. These are on Amazon for like 20 bucks. You can get these on Amazon for like 200 bucks, but you get what you pay for. And also, so I don't forget to mention, the Forescan beta, you will need the paid extended license for it, but I think it's only like $12 or maybe $14, I'm not sure. But it lasts a year and you won't have any limitations with Forescan if you're familiar with it. So first things first, we're gonna open up Forescan and we're gonna plug in our adapter to the car. Make sure the car is in accessory mode, so you can either turn the key or push the button once, and then we'll connect to the car. After it's connected, you're going to click this icon right here, and you're going to scroll down to IPC module firmware update. Then you're going to turn the ignition off. And then what we're going to do... Alrighty guys, sorry for the constant change of scenery, but it's just so hot outside. Anyways, once you're on this screen right here, you're going to want to go, we're under current, and right next to secondary bootloader, you're going to want to copy down this right here. And then also the one that says Strategy CAN F120, this one right here. So copy these two, and you're gonna go to the calibration files link in the description, and it should take you to this website right here. And so what we're gonna do is type this number into here to download this file, okay? Now, I'm going to manually type these in because I tried copying and pasting them straight from Forescan and it didn't work. So yeah, just make sure you type it letter for letter. And then they'll both download to your downloads folder. So we're not going to be touching the secondary bootloader one. We're only going to be touching this file right here. This file is the one that contains your images, and that's what we'll be modifying. So now we're going to open up GIMP and we're going to start modifying it. Alrighty guys, so now with our pictures file downloaded, we are going to open up our IPC theme editor and we're going to open up the application. We're going to go to File, Open. We're going to open up the pictures file. And now you should be able to scroll through and you can see all the images from your cluster. It'll show you literally every single image on here. Now what we're looking for, if we'll scroll back up, are all the ones with this blue background, right? So we're going to want to take this, we're going to want to export the image. I'll just put it on my desktop to make it easy. And you'll see it'll show up right there. So we're going to want to go through here and individually go through all of these and download each and every one that has that blue background. Now after you're done, you should have around 12 files on your desktop that you downloaded. It may be more, it may be less, it really just depends. So now we're at the part where it really just kind of gets repetitive. You just have to do this for all 12 or however many files that you pulled from your cluster. You're going to want to open up GIMP, and then you're going to want to hit File, Open, and then you're just going to go down the list from the ones that you installed. You're going to want to open it up, and then what you can do from here is you can go to Colors, Colorize, and then here you can see it kind of turned a teal color. You can literally just screw with it however you like. Mess around with different shades. Maybe you want a magenta. Maybe that's too magenta. You know, you decide. Once you find your finished product, you say, oh, that looks good. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to note the hue, saturation, and lightness color. Maybe take a picture of it on your phone. Just take note of it somewhere so that all 12 or however many images you downloaded, that they all match the exact same shade. This is very important, you guys. So after I'm done with this and I've colorized it to my liking and I think that looks good, I'm going to hit File, and I'm actually just going to overwrite the same image, okay? So I'm going to overwrite that. Perfect, but we're not done yet. What we're going to need to do now is we need to find that file that we just colorized, and we're going to want to open it with Paint, okay? And what you're going to want to do here is you're going to note the size as 192 kilobytes. All we're going to do, File, Save, and you see it'll drop down a size. If you were to put it back in the cluster without doing this first, it wouldn't work. So it's very important that you open it with Paint, hit File, Save, and then that way you're good. So after you've done all 12 or however many of those images, you'll come back to IPC Theme Editor and you'll go through and you'll manually replace each one of those images. So for example, right here, here's that blue one, but we just made it purple. We're going to replace the image. Boom. So after you've done that for all 12 of them, you'll just want to hit File, Save. And it's really as simple as that, you guys. Now that we've saved the file, it's just right back here. Now we can head back to the car and upload it to the cluster. Alrighty guys, so now with our images back in our F120 file, we can now get ready to inject it back into the cluster. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go up here where it says To Program, and we're going to change that to Custom. Okay. And for secondary bootloader, just make sure that these two match. Mine automatically inputted it in there for me, but if it didn't for you, remember we downloaded it earlier. So we can just go right here, browse. I think mine was in my downloads folder. We'll see, yeah, right here. There's the VBF file. So there we go. And then we're gonna go down to our F120 file. We're going to choose the same file that we just inputted all of our images to. So now it should look like this. All you have to do is click Program, and it should take around 45 minutes. I would show the whole process of me doing this again, but I kind of don't feel like doing it a second time, and it's really hot outside. Pretty much from here, you'll click program and it'll run through. If you used a VCM, it should take under 45 minutes. If you used an Amazon connector, I would throw that battery charger on your car because it'll probably take about 4 to 6 hours. Guys, if this video did help you, a thumbs up and a sub is appreciated. And don't gatekeep. Spread the love. Share this with everybody you know that owns a Focus. Because the info on this has been out for a while, but everybody's just been trying to figure out how they can make money off of it and gatekeep it from everybody else. And I just want to keep you guys informed, show you guys that it is doable and it's super easy. My Instagram will be on the screen right here. I'll definitely be posting a lot more on my ST swap sedan. She's got a long way to go before she's fully road ready. Appreciate it if you would take the time, go over to my Instagram and keep up to date with the swap and my other cars as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.